Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 3rd of October 2024. Now the global cryptocurrency market, guys, is not looking as great since the last few days, and we know the answer to that, why that thing is happening, isn't it? And since the last few days I've been saying, guys, the next key date that we need to be looking at is the 10th of October, because that is when the CPI numbers will be out and the Biden inflation numbers might be less. And after the CPI numbers, guys, I'm pretty much sure the prices of Bitcoin and the global cryptocurrency market will be pumping up. So for the next 7 days, guys, I'll definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and check the volume of stable coins as well as the 24-hour trading volume. And since the last few days, guys, both the metrics have been relatively good. So I'm kind of optimistic that the prices will be pumping up. But look, guys, the cryptocurrency world is absolutely wild, isn't it? And as I often say, guys, all price predictions are 100% right, 50% of the time. Now in today's episode, guys, we do have a really unfortunate news. And that is to do with the king of privacy, that is Monero. And unfortunately, this has to do with the oldest cryptocurrency exchange as well, that is Kraken. And the news is that Kraken is delisting Monero, and they're doing that in European Economic Area. And the answer to that is pretty simple, guys. They have decided to delist Monero due to regulatory changes. So definitely unfortunate news, isn't it? Now look, guys, one of the reasons why Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin was so that we can have separation of money in the state, isn't it? When will that thing happen? I really am not sure. And unfortunately, news such as this does actually show the power of politics and regulations, isn't it? Definitely unfortunate news. Now the second news, guys, is connected to Ripple's XRP ETF. Now really I'm not sure, guys, if this spot ETF will actually go through, but the news essentially is that Bitwise, they have filed for the first spot XRP ETF, and I'm really curious to check, guys, how the SEC would be reacting to this, because since the last few years, there's so much of drama going on between SEC and Ripple, isn't it? Now, if you actually go by the books, guys, then I don't see a reason why an XRP ETF should be approved. But look, guys, there's US elections coming up, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure President Donald Trump is re-elected. He's going to be firing Gary Gensler, and if that thing happens, guys, hopefully we get a candidate who goes and approves all these things. But it's going to be really interesting to see how the drama regarding US elections unfold. Now the third news, guys, I'll be discussing has to do with Franklin Templeton. And the news essentially is that they have added Aptos blockchain to support its $435 million launch in US government money market fund. Now it's really important to note, guys, they already have this fund associated with Ethereum, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Stellar and Polygon as well. So Aptos has been added to this. And I'm pretty much sure tokens that are connected to Aptos will be benefited by this as well, isn't it? Definitely positive news from that front. Now the final news, guys, I'm going to be talking about has to do with having ownership of certificates on blockchain. And Christie's, guys, they're going to go ahead and put ownership certificates on Base blockchain. And at this point of time, guys, you should know that so far as NFTs are concerned, Christie's are kind of the OGs in the space, isn't it? The whole Beeple artwork was actually sold by Christie's as well, so I'll go ahead and share more information regarding this. So quite a lot of cover, guys, in today's episode, and like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Date podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, is regarding EA and UAE, and they have launched an AI-powered store called as E-Store, and this is in Dubai Mall, and they want to enhance telecom retail experience. So I'll go ahead and discuss what is the new experience that they're offering with the new service called as Ease. Now look, so far as artificial intelligence is concerned, a lot of the user experience have already been implemented, isn't it? But so far as cryptocurrency and blockchain is concerned, for almost a decade, guys, everyone is still in the building space, in my opinion. So I'll definitely go ahead and share more information regarding this. Now the second news, guys, is connected to Bitcoin mining, and I do feel, guys, that this might be a very positive move. And the news essentially is that Mining Grid, they elevate blockchain community with mining raise, and they have recently opened up a Dubai showroom as well. So I'll definitely go ahead and share more information regarding this. So quite a lot of cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well. And Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They are taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they are focusing on 3 Ps, that is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing. Go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, right now, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is about the $2 trillion mark. But look, guys, if the prices are reacting in the same direction, I wouldn't be surprised if the global cryptocurrency market goes below the $2 trillion mark. Because look, guys, so far as Ethereum's market cap is concerned, today it is down to $285 billion. And just few days ago, guys, Ethereum's market cap was around the $325 billion mark, isn't it? So this is the crazy world of cryptocurrencies, I guess. Now, the global cryptocurrency market is at $2.11 trillion, but since the last 24 hours, it is down by 1.32%. Now, the good thing, guys, is if you look at the volume of stable coins, look at the 24-hour trading volume, and then actually if you compare it, let's say, with the volume of decentralized exchanges, as well as the 24-hour cryptocurrency market volume, the numbers are not that bad, to be honest. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, after the CPI numbers, a lot of these stable coins will be ventured back into the prices of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. This is just my honest opinion. Now, so far the total cryptocurrency market volume is concerned, guys, it is at $92.25 billion, but since the last 24 hours, It is down by 19.74% because yesterday, guys, it was well over the $100 billion mark, isn't it? Now, so far as the volume in DeFi is concerned, guys, it is at $5.31 billion. But DeFi, guys, as of today, is accounting for only 5.75% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, so far as the total value locked is concerned, guys, it is on a downtrend. And right now, it is at $83.25 billion. Now, look, guys, if the prices of Ethereum don't pump up, I wouldn't be surprised if the total value locked will actually touch the $70 billion mark. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually goes below the $70 billion mark as well. Now, so far as the dominance of total value locked is concerned, Lido is still dominating with $24.28 billion. Now, one metric, guys, which I tend to keep an eye on, that is decentralized exchange dominance. And to be honest, guys, for the first time in almost 6 weeks, this number has crossed the 25% mark, and today it is at 25.44%. Now, what I want to do next, guys, is I want to run through the volume of decentralized exchanges. Now, look, guys, to be completely honest, I'm definitely not liking the volume of decentralized exchanges when the price is actually going down. This should be the time when the volume of decentralized exchange should be pumping up, isn't it? Ideally speaking, guys, these numbers should have been at least 3 times or 5 times of what it is right now. Because when you talk about decentralized exchanges, guys, it has almost been more than half a decade since its inception, isn't it? But the fact is, guys, decentralized exchanges aren't being used. And even if it is being used, guys, most of the time it is centralized exchanges who are using it, or centralized entities who are managing cryptocurrencies on behalf of other people. They are the ones who are using decentralized exchanges. Definitely not average individuals like you and me who are using it, isn't it? Because the numbers are absolutely horrendous. Now, the number one, guys, is Uniswap, and its volume is $1.09 billion. PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 2nd. Its 24-hour volume is $808.42 million. Radium is at number 3rd. Its volume is $648.89 million. Aerodrome, guys, is at number 4th. Its volume is $526.99 million. And at number 5th, guys, is Orca. Its volume is $503.23 million. Now, let me quickly run through the volume of stablecoins, guys, because since the last few days, the volume of stablecoins is definitely looking good. It isn't the best, but it is definitely much better since the last few months. And today, guys, it is at $84.58 billion. And stablecoins as of today is accounting for 91.69% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, look, guys, for the next few days, I'd really like to see this number above the $80 billion mark, because this would actually mean a lot of them are parking a lot of the cryptocurrencies onto stable coins, isn't it? And then, guys, we need to compare this number with the 24-hour trading volume, and that would give us some indication if people are actually selling a lot of the cryptocurrencies onto fiat currencies, or are they parking it into stable coins. And since the last few days, guys, the volume of stable coins has been pumping up, isn't it? And Tether USDT is leading the pack, and its volume is $70.17 billion. Now, since the last few days, guys, I'm definitely seeing an uptick so far as the Circle USDC's volume is concerned. Yesterday, it was about the $10 billion mark, isn't it? Probably for the first time in 2024. Today, it is almost at $7 billion, guys. It is at $6.98 billion. And NEFD-USD is also pretty close. It is at $6.97 billion. Now, look, as earlier this year, there were many days where the 24-hour trading volume of FDUSD was significantly higher than that of Circle USDC. But since the last few months, the volume of FDUSD has been gradually going down. It is still at number 3rd, though. Now, I'm really curious to check out if these numbers remain consistent over the weekend. Now, let's quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, Ethereum's market cap is below the $300 billion mark. It is at $285 billion, whereas Bitcoin's market cap is at $1.20 trillion. Now, look, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the market cap of Bitcoin goes below the $1 trillion mark over the weekend as well. But as long as the volume of stablecoins is high, I kind of would be content, to be honest. It's going to be really interesting to see if the market cap of Ethereum goes below the $250 billion mark. Now, there is also a possibility, guys, that over the weekend the prices would be pumping up. And if that thing happens, guys, Ethereum's market cap could cross the $300 billion mark. Now, so far as the 24-hour trading volume is concerned, guys, Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $20.24 billion, whereas Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is almost double, and it is at $41.07 billion. Now, if you look at the dominance of Bitcoin, guys, it is almost on the verge of touching the 57% mark. It is at 56.85%, whereas Ethereum's dominance, it has gone down below the 14% mark. it is at 13.50%. Now what I want to do next, guys, is I quickly want to run through the market cap of DeepIn. Now look, as if you've ventured into the space of artificial intelligence, the buzzword that is circulating in the AI world that is connected to blockchain technology is DeepIn, isn't it? And DeepIn, guys, essentially stands for decentralized physical infrastructure. And Bitcoin, guys, is leading the pack, and it is leading the pack by a really long shot. And its market cap is at $3.84 billion. Now, what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, Unchained Podcast by Laura Shin, who I believe is definitely the top 3 podcasters of all time. She has released a standalone episode with the team. I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and check it out, because based on the episode, guys, looks like Bitcoin is trying to be the Ethereum for the AI world. Now, will it be successful? I highly doubt it, but definitely go ahead and check it out. Now, the second one is ICP Protocol, guys, and its market cap is at $3.77 billion. Now look, guys, I'm really not optimistic about ICP or Internet Computer Protocol. And if you remember, guys, the day they debuted, they were directly in the top 10 cryptocurrencies of all time. And in just a matter of a week, guys, the value plummeted by over 90%. And based on my study, guys, I'm definitely not too content with what is going on with ICP Protocol. Now the third one, guys, is Fetch.ai, and its market cap is at $3.58 billion. Render's at number 4th. Its market cap is at $2.13 billion. And at number 5, guys, is Filecoin, and its market cap is at $2.09 billion. Now, guys, let's go ahead and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And the prices of Bitcoin, guys, is at $61,065. Now, since the last 24 hours, though, it is marginally pumped up by 0.12%. But since the last 7 days, it is down by 2.89%. And if you look at the price of Ethereum, guys, it is at $2,377. And there is a very high possibility, guys, if the prices are plummeting, Ethereum might actually go below the $2,000 mark, to be honest. And it's important to note, guys, since the last 24 hours, it is down by 3.42%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 7.42%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, is at $545. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.80%. But since the last 7 days, it is down by 6.66%. Now what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and share some unfortunate news regarding the king of privacy, that is Monero, and Kraken, guys, which is one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. They are delisting Monero XRM, and this is for clients in European Economic Area. And the reason for them to do that, guys, is unfortunately only due to regulatory changes. And what's going to happen, guys, is starting October 31st at around 3 p.m. UTC, trading and deposits of XRM will stop, and all open Monero XRM orders will be closed. Now it's really important to note, guys, clients can withdraw XRM or XRP until the 31st of December 2024, and after that, Kraken will automatically convert any Monero into Bitcoin, and they will do that at the current market rate, and the converted BTC will be distributed by 6th of Jan 2025. Now look, guys, whether we like it or not, Kraken is emphasizing its commitment to offering a broad range of assets while complying with regulations. Now look, as if I was in the CEO of Kraken's position, I would exactly do the same as well. And this particular move, guys, did actually happen in Dubai as well, because in 2016 and 2017, you could go ahead and buy Monero from exchanges. All of a sudden, we got notification that Monero has been delisted. So look, so far as regulations are concerned, I'm pretty much sure when it comes to privacy, a lot of the other cryptocurrency exchanges will be following a similar pursuit. Now, so far as Europe is concerned, guys, they have MiCA regulations that they need to follow, isn't it? And so far as Dubai's Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority is concerned, they're already very stringent so far as privacy cons are concerned. So look, guys, when you talk about privacy, unfortunately, regulations and governments are definitely not liking it. And we all know the drama regarding Telegram as well, isn't it? So the big question, guys, is what is the future of privacy? Let me know your comments in the comment sections below. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss some interesting news. And this is to do with Ripple's XRP ETF and Bitwise, guys. They have filed for the first spot XRP ETF, and they did that with the US Security and Exchange Commission. And this spot ETF will allow investors to gain exposure to XRP, and this will be done through a trust that is managed by Coinbase custody. Now, the filing, guys, follows Bitwise's earlier launch of Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETF, and if approved, the ETF will initially use a cash create method for transactions, but later on they may switch it to in-kind trades. Now, industry experts, guys, view the filing as strategic, with growing interest in XRP ETF, which is signaled by other firms like Canary Capital as well. Now, in the show notes below, guys, I've got it and put the official filing, but look, guys, I'm not sure if this spot Bitcoin ETF will be approved or not, because look, guys, you need to understand that Larry Fink, he's definitely not a fan of spot ETFs beyond, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum. And regarding Solana spot ETF approval, which is in the way, there's a very high chance it's going to be declined as well. But look, guys, with US elections coming up, if let's say Gary Gensler is fired, and if President Donald Trump elects a pro-candidate, I'm pretty much sure they'll go ahead and approve a spot XRP ETF, isn't it? But look, guys, it's really important to note, two of the founders of Ripple, one of them is a massive advocate of President Donald Trump, while the second one is an advocate of Kamala Harris. So keeping that thing in mind, guys, it's going to be really interesting to see if an XRP ETF has been approved or not. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss some news regarding Franklin Templeton. And they have added the Aptos blockchain to support its $435 million launch-in US government money market fund, which is already available on Ethereum, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Stellar, and Polygon Aptos, which is a layer 1 blockchain that was launched recently in 2022. And they use more programming language or faster transactions. And the reason why they chose it, guys, because Aptos has something called as Franklin Benji platform. And Aptos, guys, they aim to bridge decentralized finance with traditional finance, and the fund's integration, guys, marks a significant step towards connecting with Ethereum virtual machine and non-Ethereum virtual machine networks in Aptos ecosystem. Now what I want to do is, guys, I want to go ahead and answer this question. What specific characteristics of Aptos blockchain influenced Franklin Templeton's decision to integrate it into the Benji platform? So I'll go ahead and touch base on some areas, guys, that is speed and efficiency, security, scalability, interoperability, regulatory compliance, as well as developer support in the ecosystem. And looks like they've already solved the blockchain trilemma problem, isn't it? But I really am not optimistic, guys. But nonetheless, guys, Franklin Templeton's decision to integrate Aptos blockchain into the Benji platform was influenced by these factors. And when you talk about speed and efficiency, guys, Aptos employs Move programming language, which is designed for high throughput and low latency. And this capability allows for faster transaction processing, making it well suited for many markets that require quick fix execution and settlement. Now regarding security, guys, the Aptos blockchain is built with robust security features, which are essential for managing financial assets, isn't it? And the design, guys, prioritizes safety and protection against vulnerabilities, ensuring that investors' funds are secure. And regarding scalability, Aptos offers a scalable infrastructure that can accommodate increasing transaction volume without compromising performance. And this scalability, guys, is crucial for growing funds like Franklin Templeton's, isn't it, which may experience fluctuations in trading activity. Now regarding interoperability, guys, Aptos aims to bridge the gap between decentralized finance and traditional finance, allowing for seamless integration across different blockchain networks. And this interoperability aligns with Franklin Templeton's goal of connecting traditional investment methods with innovative blockchain solutions. Now regarding regulatory compliance, guys, the Aptos blockchain's feature supports compliance with regulatory standards, which is a critical consideration for financial institutions like Franklin Templeton, and this alignment ensures that Benji platform can operate within the legal frameworks governing financial services. And the final point, guys, regarding developer support and ecosystem, Aptos claim that they have a strong developer community and partnership with major players like Microsoft, and this support provides Franklin Templeton access to resources and expertise that can enhance functionality and the reach of the Benji platform. And by leveraging these characteristics, guys, Franklin Templeton aims to create a more efficient, secure, and innovative investment experience for his clients, further integrating traditional finance with growing DeFi landscape. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this. Now look, guys, Franklin Templeton, CEO, she's a massive advocate of Bitcoin as well. And lately, a lot of billion and trillion dollar companies are becoming massive advocates of Bitcoin, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting times ahead. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss an interesting news regarding Christie's. And Christie's, guys, they will offer a blockchain ownership certificate for a photographic collection, and they will be doing that using blockchain technology to verify ownership of the artwork. And the auction house sale, which is called as a night towards a real photograph from collection of ambassadors Trevor Try Now, did actually take place few days ago, and that was at the Rockefeller Center in New York, and that will issue digital certificates for each of the 130 lots. Now here's the interesting thing to remember, guys. The ownership certificates will be minted by Kraken blockchain, which is an Ethereum layer 2 blockchain developed by Coinbase, isn't it? Now Christie's and Chris, guys, they did send an email to CoinDesk, which did actually state that this pilot program marks a significant step forward in the art world's adoption of blockchain technology, aligning physical works with digital certificates to ensure transparency and security for art collectors. Really interesting news in my opinion. Now look, so far as the People artwork is concerned, that got sold for $69 million. Christie's was heavily associated with that, isn't it? And the sale was actually done in Christie's. So could it be possible in the near future we will be seeing a lot of similar such news? I definitely do think there is a very high possibility for that, but definitely interesting news. So these were the newscasts from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first newscast is regarding EA and UAE, and they have launched AI-powered e-store, which is in Dubai Mall, and looks like they want to enhance telecom retail experience. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, because this store, guys, marks a key milestone in EA and UAE's digital transformation and customer enhancement strategy. And the concept is called as EASE, and the concept, guys, leverages advanced AI and machine learning technologies, and they integrate smart shelves, robotics, and AI for frictionless shopping experience. And EASE, guys, is aligned with EA and UAE's vision of digitally empowering societies through technology, and the store is located on the second floor of Dubai Mall. Now look, guys, if you're visiting Dubai Mall, you definitely need to check it out, isn't it? And what can happen is, customers can enter, explore, and purchase products without any staff assistance, and the store offers a variety of mobile and fixed line products, accessories, handsets, and trade-in services as well. And it builds on the success of initially's outlet in Al-Ghafaf, introducing new advanced features, and facial recognition technology is also used for visitor line purchases, enhancing convenience, and customers, guys, they can pre-authorize payments, complete purchases independently, and use self-service checkout as well. And the store, guys, delivers a personalized shopping journey by leveraging AI technology as well. And the e-store, guys, promotes a seamless, intuitive, and engaging shopping experience, and it introduces a trade-in machine, encouraging environmental sustainability as well. And the trade-in option, guys, fosters customer loyalty by offering responsible disposal of electronic devices, and the concept aims to reduce electronic waste and promote eco-friendly practices. And robotics, guys, are used to assist in various operations and provide a modern shopping environment. And the new store iteration, guys, also introduces more advanced features and aim to enhance customer convenience further. Really interesting news, but at the same time, guys, it is kind of spooky, isn't it? Are we heading towards a world where we will not be interacting with absolutely anyone? There is a very high possibility for that thing to happen. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this? Or do you prefer human interactions? Now, guys, let's go and discuss second news. In Mining Grid, they want to elevate blockchain community, and they want to do that with Mining Race, and they have recently opened a Dubai showroom as well. So let me go ahead and share more information regarding this. Because Mining Grid, guys, they recently hosted a significant event in Dubai, which was powered by ICO and X Technologies, and the event, guys, brought together industry experts, innovators, and enthusiasts to discuss the future of digital assets. And Mining Grid announced the official launch of its global program called as the Mining Race. And the Mining Race, guys, empowers the community to participate in the primary mining market, thereby contributing to decentralization, isn't it? And the platform, guys, provides access to mining opportunities and promotes Bitcoin and cryptocurrency education. And the Mining Race celebrates innovation, success, and teamwork, rewarding top achievers in the community too. And Mining Grid, guys, also launched a new showroom in Al Quoz, Dubai, offering hands-on access to advanced mining equipment. And the showroom, guys, serves as a hub for crypto enthusiasts to explore the latest technologies in mining. And the event hosted guests from 50 countries, emphasizing the global growth of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Now, Bitcoin, guys, as we know, is gaining a lot of global adoption, isn't it? And so far as blockchain technology is concerned, it eliminates traditional intermediaries, and it helps in decentralizing financial transactions as well. And look, as the UAE continues to be a major player in blockchain and cryptocurrency space, and the UAE definitely wants to foster technological innovation, isn't it? And Dubai's progressive regulatory environment definitely attracts blockchain business and investments. And Suleiman Al-Rafai, who's the founder of Mining Grid, has emphasized the company's alignment with the movement towards Bitcoin adoption, and he also sees blockchain potential to reshape industries and promote decentralization. And Rami Al-Sredi, who's the CEO of Mining Grid, has highlighted Bitcoin's growth from a few cents to a market cap of $1.3 trillion. And regarding this race, guys, that is the Mining Race, Mining Grid aims to unite the crypto community and promote a decentralized financial future. So definitely positive news, I guess. Now what I'll try to do is, guys, I'll definitely go ahead and drop them an email, and let's see, guys, if I can get the CEO and the founder on my podcast. So these were the newscasts on the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Allah who asks, what do you think about the potential impact of Kraken's delisting of Monero on the crypto market? Now look, I hate saying this, when it comes to privacy coins, a lot of the states, even states that are pro-Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they would definitely want to go ahead and put restrictions, isn't it? Now it's really important to note that the state and government can put restrictions not only on centralized exchanges, but also on platforms that you can go ahead and buy and sell a lot of these things. Because look, I very specifically remember earlier in Dubai, you could go ahead and buy Monero using peer-to-peer lending platforms that were online as well. Unfortunately, that thing has been taken off as well. Now look, I do feel that the delisting of Monero by Kraken, especially in the European economic area, could have several domino effects across crypto market, and I do feel it underscores the growing pressure of regulatory compliance, particularly around privacy coins, isn't it? And yesterday in my episode, I talked about Tornado Cash, where the defense team did try to argue with the judge, but the judge outrightly dismissed it as well. Now look, I do feel, unfortunately, that this could actually lead to other exchanges following a similar pursuit, especially if regulatory bodies impose stricter rules on privacy-focused assets. You can't even have events that are connected to Monero. And for Monero itself, the liquidity might actually drop, and I'm looking at CoinMarketCap right now. The price of Monero is down by 7%, and this unfortunately makes it harder for users to trade. While there's so much of price volatility, isn't it? At the same time, I do feel it could spur more decentralization efforts, as Monero user base might turn to peer-to-peer network or even decentralized exchanges towards centralized platform. But so far as the peer-to-peer networks are concerned, some of the platforms in Dubai has been taken off as well. But look, I do feel on a broader scale, the move could encourage more regulatory transparency within the crypto space, as other coins may adjust to avoid similar delisting. And the only thing I can say is that it's important to remember that crypto's promise of anonymity and decentralization might clash with regulatory oversight, and I do feel that the market will need to go out and find a balance. And as I mentioned earlier, even in countries which are pro-Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they have outright privacy coins as well. That is the hard truth, to be honest, but really great question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case you like listening to this podcast, please click on the like button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well. And we also look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and now artificial intelligence world as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.